Hi, my name is Pat Rogers and I am the CEO of Unity in Service, where people need people. And Unity in Service will be hosting a huge networking event entitled Entrepreneurs Living the Dream 2017. It will be at the Signature Grand in Davie, Florida, and I'm here today to interview one of our fabulous speakers, Rudy Ortiz.
Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Rudy Ortiz and I'm the founder and developer of MindsOnMillions.com, and today I'm blessed, I am humbled, so much beyond belief. I have Miss Pat Rogers in the building, who is the founder and developer of UnityInService.net. You guys can go check her out. But we're here today because we've got this huge, well, not me.
Yes, you're part of it. You are part of it.
I'm one of the guest speakers, which I'm blessed to be there. But we really want to get down to the nitty gritty of who's going to be on the stage on this day, and we want you there. It's going to be October 25th and 26th. It is a 2-day event.
Absolutely.
Miss Pat Rogers was able to gather enough speakers around the world, millionaires on stage, but just to name a few very important names, we got Mr. Eric Swanson, who's a multi-millionaire. He's a motivational speaker around the world. I did my research on him and I'm blown away. I can't wait to meet him.
Oh wow, did you? Okay.
Yeah.
Awesome.
We got Mr. Bill Walsh, who's very, very huge.
Yes.
We got, of course, Miss Patricia Rogers, who's going to be on stage. Miss Nathy Matthews, which is a huge person. And McNeil.
Yes.
Okay?
Yes.
And on that list, Mr. Rudy Ortiz.
And Rudy, I'm just so glad that you're on our team, because I know you're going to knock the socks off our attendees with that information that you're going to share.
Most of these people are going to be telling their story based on what it took to get to where they're at and how they did it, right?
Absolutely, and they're going to share with you absolutely how they got to where they are and what they have to empower the attendees with, because it's all about our intellectual properties and what do we have within ourselves that we can share that would help empower the lives of other people.
And I'm happy because I'm the youngest millionaire on that stage.
A little bit about me coming from corporate America to entrepreneur. I retired last year. After 29 years of service, I retired as a correctional lieutenant. And 2 years prior to retirement, of course, I started marketing a service, legal and identity theft plans that would protect the individuals, families, as well as the business owners. And what that did for me was took me into the public speaking arena. So I'm currently an international public speaker, as well as a best-selling author. I co-authored in a book called Journey to the Stage. So my passion and my dream was to be a public speaker so that I could take my gifts and talents and basically inspire others based on some of the experiences that I've had in my life. And what I like about you talked about your book. Did you say anything about your book?
Yes, the book will be available by the end of the month. It's called From Gangs to Riches.
I like that.
And it's crazy how the world works and how energy works. I want to recap real quick. I met Miss Patricia Rogers over at an event that I did in Pembroke Pines with the commissioner, the mayor, a bunch of people that were there. And I was blown away by her energy, just approaching me and just making magic happen. But the crazy part of this is the fact that I was incarcerated for 5 years.
Yes.
And Miss Patricia Rogers was an actual lieutenant for 29 years in corrections, man. So it's like the best of both worlds, but we're moving on a different scale. And this is why I believe that anybody is allowed to change.
Absolutely.
Change is a true ability for anybody.
Absolutely. And what I like so much, let me just tell you all, what I love so much about Rudy too, is he said about me, it's amazing how we talk about like-minded people coming together. And the energy that he had in that room, I had to get him on our stage. And I tell you, you're a force, as they say, to be reckoned with, because he's very knowledgeable in your topic, your subject matter, as it relates to what was it, e-commerce.
E-commerce and how to grow your business online.
Yes. And that was like I was on the edge of my seat, because it was information that I had no clue about. And I've been around a lot of entrepreneurs in the last 4 years. I'm in several organizations, National Association with the Professional Women, with Miss Marsha Feldman as president. I'm in the Greater North Miami Chamber of Commerce. I'm constantly hosting networking events annually. And I've been in a lot of places, conventions with my legal company, Legal Shield. I mean, I've been a lot of places, but I've never heard anybody talk about e-commerce, and that's what you did for me.
Listen, I appreciate that, man. I've heard a lot of remarks and compliments around the world, but I've never had anybody to a scale of your level actually commend me that way yet. So I'm really looking forward to this event. I'm really like curious to know, growing up, who inspired you to be the person you are today?
Wow.
If that makes sense. And that's a personal question, so I want to get personal here. I don't want to talk about too much events.
I love it. I love it. Ooh, that's a good question. Who inspired me? Who inspired me? Well, first of all, I'm going to say my mother inspired me.
Okay.
First of all, based on the fact, and I have shared this everywhere, because had my mother not took me to church, taught me who God was, I would not be, as I would say, as grounded as I am today. I would not be as confident as I am today, because my confidence, and it all lies in the faith that I have in my higher power, which I choose to call God. But my mother definitely inspired me. And then I'm going to tell you what really, really shook me. Some years ago, I was in the military, and yes, I was in the military, and Army Reserve. And what really shook me was, I was married at the time, but the church that I was in at the time, and a lot of the young people I was around, I was probably in my late 20s. A lot of the young people that was in that particular church I was in all had degrees. A lot of them had degrees. And that inspired me, because I thought to myself, why not me? I graduated from high school, and I went straight into the military. So I didn't really go to college and all of that. I just wanted to get away from home and go into the military and just explore. And when I went to that church and I saw these young people that had degrees, that really inspired me. And of course, working for the Department of Corrections, of course I took advantage of it, and I graduated from St. Thomas University with my degree in organizational leadership, which goes back to all of this stuff that you see me putting together for these events, so.
It's amazing. Yeah, well, I like to answer that question too. Everybody likes to say their mother, I guess. For me, it's been more of my journey, I guess, growing up in what I call, that jungle, that gang-affiliated situation, where at that time zone in Jersey City was very, very bad. It was gang-infested, and I was very easily influenced. My mom tried to keep me safe in the house, but every time I left, she didn't understand that I became part of the streets. I belonged to the streets, and if I didn't belong to them, it wasn't going to happen. So I ended up becoming gang-affiliated. My life changed in many, many aspects when my incarceration started. I started becoming hungry to understand what caused me to do these things. Sociology, psychology. I started to understand what around me made that all happen. So for me, it was more intense than just my mom. My mom had a big part of it, because she installed, that don't give up, that whole MO that everybody says they get from their mothers. But we got to be realistic. Tradition is the worst teacher in life right now. Because life right now is moving at a fast pace. So for me, it was more based on self, that just hungry to understand who Rudy Ortiz is.
Okay, so Rudy, my question to you is this. First of all, how do you manage with all the rhetoric that's going on, with all the social media and everything that's going on, and I'm sure with all the knowledge that you have with the e-commerce, how do you manage to keep everything in balance? That's my question to you. I'm curious about that. How do you keep things in balance for your life?
The most important part for me was understanding time. Okay? And understanding that everybody has the same amount of hours during the day. It's just what we decide to do with it and how to optimize our time. So, I have a set schedule already in a routine, just like Tony Robbins, like everybody else. I wake up early in the morning, I get my mental correct. If I got to bang on my chest a little bit in the mirror, make sure I'm great, make sure I'm good for the day, and not allow that little small energy of your toothpaste falling off your toothbrush to affect the rest of your day, right?
Yeah,
so that's first. Yeah, that's first. Second, it's just basically, I revolve myself into the computer, because I am an online marketer, so most of my day is taken up by my computer. But then I've learned how to actually not overwhelm myself with too much information, where I don't know how to use the information afterwards.
Right.
I've learned how to learn without overlearning, if that makes sense.
Yes.
Because you can just teach yourself so much to the extent that you stop learning a couple of hours ago, you don't even realize it.
Yeah, okay.
So you take that little break in between, man, and you take that deep breath. I get a lot of people from around the world right now, and the best part about it is when I read these messages and I read what people have to say about my videos or the knowledge that I give them, that feeds my flame.
I know it does, yes. I think we all like to hear nice things, that how we impact the lives of others.
And that is the number
And
one thing that we
that's
lack.
huge.
That is the
Yeah.
number one thing we lack right now amongst each other, amongst humanity, is the fact of how proud we are of one another.
Absolutely.
And you guys will hear a lot of that at the event, man. So
Absolutely, and you said it earlier, that I am the CEO of Unity and Service, and my tagline is, where people need people. And that is huge for me, because what we have to understand is that that's the message that I want to carry to the world. We have to understand that we need each other. Now, granted, I know I hear people say sometimes when they're speaking, and we all know that sometimes we do have to cut people off. But for the most part, if everybody would understand that we all have something to give and that we can all draw off of each other, I think that the world will be a much better place. You know, everything we set our hands on to do would be more effective.
Yes, ma'am.
You know, but at the end of the day, you know, we have to keep moving, and until we get to those individuals who are like-minded. You know, I've had a lot of challenges every time I host an event. I've been doing this since 2014. I have had a lot of challenges. And but I've learned to persevere through those challenges. So my question to you is, how do you approach challenges? When things come your way that kind of is unexpected and it kind of throws you for a loop. This was not on my agenda for today, and I've got to deal with it, and it sort of takes you out of your comfort zone. How do you address it?
well, first and foremost, I think everything in life right now, based on millionaires, based on successful people, they never really focused on the money aspect of anything. It's always been that challenge. So I'm open doors to any challenge. If you think you're better than me today, I challenge you, and I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to go out and I'm going to succeed as much as possible so I can win.
Absolutely.
And this is a challenge that I want to install in people. I want people to understand that the mirror was not created to see if your clothes match. It was designed for you to see who your worst enemy for the rest of your life will be. And that's you. If you're not where you want to be, if you don't have what you want in life, and if you're not better than anybody else, just go in that mirror and understand it's all you. And like I said, I love challenges. If it weren't for challenges right now, we possibly wouldn't be here right now.
That's right. And one of the, I was working with one of the girls that's putting my program book together this morning. And she's like, well, do you have a little affirmation, anything we can write on the back cover? I said, sure. And my affirmation was, challenges sets the platform for your success. Does that make sense?
Of course.
Challenges sets the platform for our success.
Right.
And that's what I always have to tell myself when I'm faced with a challenge. And I like what you said, because that's exactly how I feel. When I'm faced with that dilemma, because things happen now, and it doesn't come from the world, things come through people.
Of course.
And when I get those signals that you're going to block what I'm trying to do, and I know what I'm trying to do is good, and you don't want to get with the program, but you want to get me all discombobulated and off course, that's what fuels me. That's powerful. That's what fuels me. You know, and they don't even know they're fueling you.
And the best part about that, we got to, because we sound really physical right now, right? But
No,
end of the day, these are the kinds of friends you want that challenge you to be better than what you were yesterday.
Absolutely.
And after I crush you and I become better than you, I still want to hug you.
Absolutely.
Because it was you that made that happen.
It was you that made it happen.
You understand?
Absolutely.
So those are the kinds of people that we want to revolve ourselves around. And you know, I made that happen literally about a year and some change ago. I just started cutting people out of my life. If you weren't better than me and you didn't have something that I wanted, I literally got rid of you and I moved you out the way.
Yeah.
Because I needed to search for the ones that had what I wanted.
That's right. And that energy, it will suck your energy.
Oh yeah.
And so therefore, you know, I'm like that too. I would give it a few chances first. I'm going to give you the benefit of the doubt. But finally, I have to make a decision. As an entrepreneur, Rudy, I don't know how you feel about it, but I can almost imagine. I've learned quickly that you have to be a giver.
Yeah.
In order to be a successful entrepreneur, that's just part of the journey.
Best energy in life, as I've been living it, is to make $1 million and give $1 million away.
That's it.
The best energy in life is giving. You can't expect to always receive without giving it away and watching the people you love and the things you want to do in life just come true and spend my riches.
That's right.
This is a priceless event. And what I mean by priceless, just based on the energy, you know, the knowledge that is being spilled on the stage to people from around the world, it's priceless. You got it priced at $127.
Only $127.
2 days. Let me tell you something. I've been to events. I've paid $3,500 to be at an event because I understand that investment is the #1 key to succeeding. Okay, you have to invest in yourself and into the self-development. So it's priceless. Okay, $127 is a 2-day ticket. You get lunch included. We're at the Grand Signature. Signature Grand over in Fort Lauderdale. And we also got a live stream event. This is kind of unheard of and unorthodox, but me and Patricia Rogers have put our brain together because I am an e-commerce online guru, so it only makes sense. There will be a live stream available for $97. And you guys will also have that link up top where if you can't come out for the event, if you want to sit at the comfort of your own home or even from your business office, you can now watch this event, which is going to be amazing. You'll also be receiving playback ability. Within 2 weeks, you'll receive an edited version. I'm also going to give you guys a free book of mine, which is From Gangs to Riches. You'll have that as well. We'll add some bonuses on there.
Well, I have some bonuses, absolutely. We're going to give them also, Rudy, a free VIP travel card that gives you up to $200 worth of discounts on hotel and travel. I use it all the time.
That's amazing.
So all of our attendees will be getting one of those cards at our event because, as you know, we're dealing with professionals, people who travel, and this is what we're going to be giving away that day to all of our attendees who attend this event.
Amazing, man, amazing. Hey, we got so much, man. This is exciting. So just a reminder, you guys will have all these links on top of this video. Go ahead and make your decision if you want to come to the event directly or if you want to live stream. The choice is yours, but we expect to see you there because these are the kinds of things that have changed our lives and impacted our lives, and we're just trying to do the same for you. I appreciate you, man. Can I get a hug?
Yeah.
I love you. You're amazing.
Thank you.
Hey, we'll see you guys there, man.
Okay, bye-bye.